In hindsight, this video would have been way better to put out last year. And you know why it would have been good for last year. We've done 3 X8 videos, and each one of them has hinted at the Bugster virus, aka the gamer illness. So today we'll cover the shortest but arguably most important video in the X8 playlist. By talking about the Kaidan, we'll also be talking about the functions of the virus as a whole. So let's start with what they are and where they come from. Serving as the Kaidan of the series, they are a type of computer virus born from the glitches from the Y2K event, appearing on the computer of one teenage Dan Kuroto. If you were born after 2000, stop the video, Google Y2K, then come back. Okay? Cool. The OG Bugster virus strain was injected into one Emu Hojo, then extracted from him 10 years later. This is the basis for all modern strains seen later in the series, including one used in the Doctor's compatibility surgery and being the birth of the GOAT himself, Luigi. Because of this feature, the computer virus isn't some traditional type of malware. Instead, the virus infects humans, replicating itself in the host's body until it takes over completely. This will cause a person to be put on a t-shirt with their data being placed in whatever proto-gashette the Bugster came from in the process. The perfect examples of these is the death of Saki and the birth of Graphite, and Sakura Kodan, whose death gave way to everyone's favorite cigarette-smoking Bugster, Poppy. Later we learned that unlike the writers who get put on a t-shirt when they get a game over, Bugsters can continue even when defeated. This only applies to Bugsters who have reached their complete forms, which allows them to be brought back without any requirements whenever they are beaten, allowing them to maintain the life that they have. I swear I've said that before. And again, the perfect example of this is Graphite. Back to how the virus functions, normally when a person is infected, they can show symptoms akin to a regular human illness or possibly no symptoms at all. Upon showing signs of stress, the virus flares up in its user, causing it to eventually physically take over, transforming them into a bigger version called a Bugster Union. The virus multiplies at a rapid rate, forming a giant orange virus body around the host. The shape of the Union does not have to correlate with the Bugster's appearance and is the only form of a Bugster that can be defeated by a level 1 Kamen Rider. When defeated, the Bugster goes into its second stage, forming a more distinguished look, as well as being able to summon foot soldiers to aid them to match their motif. To truly clear the game illness, one of two things must happen. Either defeat the Bugster who infected the patient, or perform a game clear according to the rules of the game that the Bugster infected. This may mean that the Bugster may survive depending on the rules of that game. Check out the other X8 videos for more info on that. Now that all the basics are done, let's talk about the level of Bugsters that exist. By using Kamen Rider Chronicle as a scaling system, Bugsters like Salty of Mighty Action X and Aranabura of Tattle Quest fit the low tier build. Did I say that right? Aranabura? Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. This also includes the Collabo Bugsters, which are Bugsters that can use the power of gashettes inserted in their head to gain them a unique item or feature from said gashette. Above them are the mid-tier Bugsters, and they're based on the final bosses of the gashette they originate from. In terms of strength, folks like Gatan, Kaidan, and the house favorite Poppy can reach the rider level equivalent of 20 to 40, providing ample pressure for normal players. And at the higher tier, we have the complete Bugsters. These are mostly the powerhouses of Bugsters. These Bugsters can display high levels of combat capability, showing the ability to battle riders on levels no lower than 50, and can even grow more powerful by implementing other data in them. We once again turn to Graphite, who after absorbing some of the Game DS virus, allowed him to reach a level of power surpassing Kronos' paws on some JoJo Part 3 type shit. Other Bugsters to mention are those who fluctuate between mid to high tier, which are folks like Dan Kuroto post-Revival and Kiria when he was Laser Turbo. Now it's time to talk about the most powerful Bugster in the XA series, Game DS, but the coolest title still goes to Luigi. Game DS is the final boss of Kamen Rider Chronicle. Game DS possesses great power as it can channel the power of any Bugster from Kamen Rider Chronicle, and it holds enough strength to defeat Kronos, one of the few riders who can logically defeat it. Not to mention that it was able to swap hands with the duo whose strength combined clapped Kronos. Johnny's version of Game DS is just a red version of Game DS and in theory does everything I've mentioned previously. And yes, I am aware of the Game DS Muteki, which sees Game DS gaining a rider form after gaining the Muteki antibodies. It showed up in an X8 final stage show, but I haven't seen it, so I can't really tell you how powerful it is. But I imagine it's super duper strong. And on that note, I guess we'll end it here. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more Kamen Rider Explained goodness. In the comment section below, let me know what your favorite aspects of the Bugsters are. If you could make a Bugster virus thing, what would it be? Come on, I already said it a million times in this video. Luigi is the man, so you know, take that. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure none of my stuff got infected and make sure I'm not infected. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Lambo Kyrie, reminding you guys to keep calm and Toku on.